Have we reached yet another new pinnacle in mind-numbing political correctness? Namely, is it now off limits to refer to sewer rats as sewer rats? Alas, apparently sewer rats have feelings too. Well, Toronto is in the midst of yet another summer of the gun, the lion's share of that gun violence being of the thug-on-thug varietal. But a new low was achieved last month when a couple of gangbangers opened fire in a playground, wounding two young girls in the process. Now, to anyone who's a fan of civilization, it was a despicable act. It was a mindless act of violence. And it prompted a justifiably infuriated Mayor John Tory to state the following, quote, "The police are working aggressively and they're working with full resources deployed to track these people, these profoundly antisocial kind of sewer rats down," end quote. But who knew that describing a pair of gunmen as sewer rats would be offside? Well, at least it was offside to the perpetually offended community activist Desmond Cole, who has turned race baiting into a full-blown career. Cole recently went after Mayor Tory, tweeting the following, quote, "Did you apologize for calling black people profoundly antisocial sewer rats or nah?" End quote. Yeah, that's right. Cole was actually going to bat for the thugs because, well, apparently being compared to subterranean rodents might be harmful to the self-esteem of those thugs or something. For those who have endured the misfortune of listening to a Desmond Cole broadcast, this nutbar's comments were hardly surprising. After all, whenever Cole gets a chance to opine into a microphone, the end result goes something like this: blah, 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 white privilege, blah, 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 white supremacy, blah, 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 systemic racism due to white privilege and white supremacy, blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. But Cole's attack on Tory was a really big mistake due to Cole's own arrogant and incorrect assumptions. You see, when Mayor Tory made his remarks, he wasn't even aware of the race or the skin color of the gunman. All he knew was that two armed men almost killed two young girls in a playground. Nevertheless, in a CBC story, Cole said that Tory's language was dehumanizing because he described the men involved in the shootings as vermin. Actually, come to think of it, maybe Cole has a point here. Maybe Tory should apologize to vermin the world over, that is, because I've never known sewer rats to pack pistols and start shooting at kids in a playground. But thankfully, Tory is not backing down. Yet, why is it that the progressives always seem compelled to come to the defense of the worst of the worst? President Trump himself ran into this nonsense in May when he called members of the brutal Mexican gang MS-13 as animals, only to have the left call this anti-Mexican rhetoric. And why does the left always play the race card, even when race has nothing to do with the matter at hand? After all, we'd be happy here to call any criminal an animal or a sewer rat, regardless of race, nationality, skin color, or creed. As for the rest of us, what should we, as members of Team Civilization, call those bleeding hearts who come to the defense of the sewer rat community? Pond scum works for me. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, the Rebel has a new app. Please download that app and take the Rebel with you wherever you go.